We're going to trim out the garage doors now with coil stock. So we just got back from the shop. We bent everything ahead. So the measurement is 1/18 and 7/16. We'll go over and I'll show you over here. We cut these pieces 8 inches longer so that when we'll do the top first. We're going to make a cut here and then bend this as a flap to help everything blend in well. Need right-handed snips. Can I borrow your snips, Chad? There are left and right-handed snips. Right-handed works best if you're cutting on that side of the metal. Should carry your own tools at all times so you don't have to borrow somebody else's. Sorry, Chad. Just use a speed square, and then you bend this flap up. So now it's 1/18 and 7/16 from here to the other side. And the left-handed snips work well on this side. Speaking of expensive coil stock, well, now that we are, $175 for the roll, a 50-foot roll of this. It's usually $90. Not sure why this was so expensive. Okay, so we've made the little flap, the little ears on that side. We'll go over and try it. Okay, so you can see that little flap. All right, that's perfect. So along the top here, you can nail with roofing nails because this is going to have J-channel coming down over that so you won't see the nail. Same in here, it'll have the weather strip. I only started that just to make sure we're good on the ends as well. This flap will be completely covered by the piece that comes up the side. I prefer not to put too many nails in because you get that oil canning effect. If you nail it all the way across like that, with the expansion contraction, you'll see that metal bow. That's really all it needs because we're going to be putting J-channel up here and putting more nails in for that, so it'll go through the J-channel and then into this metal, so it'll hold it. All right. So now we'll get a measurement for this. We've beveled, I don't know if you can see that. The floor is beveled here where the garage door will be. So we'll cut an angle for this piece to match this. 95 1/4 to the short point. Let's go cut that. Take one of these. This is the outside part. This is the jam part. So up there, we'll leave that square. This is the part that's going to be tight to the garage door here. So that's going to be our short point measurement. So we have that. Let's see here. Give you a better look. So we're going to put this at a 5-degree angle. So just use the speed square. Find 5 degrees. It is warmer than that out. It's nice out. Okay, 5 degrees. Make a mark there. Then we'll come across square with this side. Then we'll cut that off. Recycle that part, eh? Okay, let's go look at putting it up. You can see that flap comes down so it gets protected, it overlaps. Does a really nice job. finishing that off. Looks good. Okay. Again, not many nails. Basically, I'll use 6 nails to do this. Again, these will be in here, and the weather strip will cover that. Generally, a weather strip is about 2 inches wide with the little rubber part that comes out up against the door to seal it. So we'll do the other side, and then it's all trimmed except for J-channel. Very good. Don't tell anybody, but I have to pull a nail. I got it so it buckled right just below that nail. I didn't have it pushed in the middle enough. So you pull the nail, you can push it in, it'll straighten that right out. When you're pulling nails like this, you have to be really careful. Fortunately, as I said, we're covering that with a weather strip. This is where patience is a virtue works. Chad's got a lot more than I do. Okay, so you can, I don't know if you can pick that up or not. Pushing it in straightens out that. Okay, there we go. So that's ready for J-channel and weather stripping. Someone else is putting the doors in, so they'll do the weather stripping when they get the door in. This is a 10-foot door, so the J-channel is 12'6". We'll nail the top of the J even with the bottom, with the top of this. That way we know it'll be straight. And we don't care too much, we just want to make sure we're plenty long on the ends. So I have that one right on the top of the coil stock. Go about every 16 inches or so. Do you ever get telemarketer calls? All the time. I don't nail all the way out to the end because we're going to bring this J channel right up to that. Then we'll know where to cut it, and we have to cut a tab here and fold that down so that when water hits this, it comes over and it's channeled right out, so it doesn't get in behind. All right. So now we can just measure, hooked onto the bottom of the coil stock. 98 1/4. We'll sometimes cut these with the tin snips or with the saw. We haven't turned the blade around on the saw yet. We will once we get to doing the siding, or sooner if Chad does it. This cutoff piece, we'll save that just in case there's a place that needs a short piece. Now we just bump, we don't over push it, just bump up to it. And again, following the outside of this coil stock. I usually put a nail These are slotted. You can see the slots in there. Generally, when you're nailing siding, you put it right in the center so that it can move. But I like to put at least one so that it doesn't drop down. It keeps that joint tight up there. Nails wiggling. Wow. Okay. So you can see we're going to cut it even with this part. Okay, then we'll cut that little tab. I'll show you after I cut it. So we got that bent. Fit that in there. Now we can put a nail there. All right, there's one side. That pretty much sums up the doors. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe if you like this video and others. We have over 200 other videos you can watch. Have a good day.